Gabriel Garcia Marquez's story, The Very Old Man, is a fable. It's a folk tale. Uh, it's very symbolic in that we don't take the events realistically. So we have to ask, what does he have in mind when he wrote this story, and then make some guesses because he's not going to tell us exactly. So what would the old man symbolize? Seems mostly to be an angel. It's funny that he's thrown into the chicken coop. The family there in the village has never seen an angel, as most of us haven't. So he sort of looks like a big chicken. They throw him in there. It's interesting how he's a very unwanted presence. They're very fearful and superstitious, and don't see it as a gift from God, but rather as a bad omen, maybe causing the child to be sick. And so he's not a blessing. He's seen as a curse and an annoyance. And it's only later they realize that people are willing to pay money to see this freak. And so they end up making money off of him. And the child does get better. So he is seen as a blessing later. But he's never treated as an honorary guest. He's a pest and an irritation to the family. And what does this mean? It seems one obvious symbol might be that we don't appreciate the things we have in life. We're given miracles every day, and we don't know them when we see them, and we ignore them, and we curse them, and we want others to explain them to us. It's interesting that the priest won't say for sure what's going on. He has to ask for advice from the Vatican, and I suppose there's satire there against the organized religion in that they don't know any more than anyone else, and they just ask for a ruling from the proper authorities. We're interested in spectacles is another way to think about this. Even in our popular media today in our society, you have all these reality TV shows where people make spectacles of themselves, and we seem to thrive on this kind of entertainment, and we get tired of one thing and go on to the next. So the angel soon is replaced by Spider Woman as the next big thing. We treat some of our murder trials this way. They drag on for weeks and into months. The reality TV shows, the scandals that celebrities get themselves into, or politicians, all represent the spectacle of cheap entertainment. That might be something else Gabriel Garcia Marquez is doing here. He's writing in a style referred to as magical realism, and oftentimes that's a term used to discuss Native American literature or Latino literature, and it has to do with the mixing of supernatural elements, magical elements into real life. And as a Western society, we tend to separate magic from reality, religion from science. But in these stories, the two mix together much more easily. There's not an easy separation into what's real or not real, true or not true, regarding these visions and these supernatural events. So, if you've ever seen a UFO or a ghost or Bigfoot, then you have experienced magical realism. I don't know what else to say about this. Let's see what you have in your comments and your forum responses to each other. Thanks for listening.